Hello everyone, my name is Legion, and I've gotten a new OC that I'm going to be using in all further videos from here on out, so I just want to state that, so let's get into the video. Saber Interactive has just revealed that Space Marine 3 is in development. We have not much to go over, but we have a bunch of predictions I have that we'll go over. We'll just start with the things that have been confirmed, and then we'll move into predictions, so let's get started. The game is confirmed to be developed by the same people who developed Space Marine 2, which is good to hear. Here we have an official image of the game, quote-unquote. We see Titus here, which is confirming that this will be another Ultramarine game with Titus. Something to note is that Titus here still has his 4 head studs, whatever they're called, which means this takes place pretty recently, because if it took place 50 years after, he would have another silver stud on his head, and if it was 100 years after, he'd have a gold stud on his head, which I'm pretty sure that's how the head studs work. So at least we know that this will take place at least 50 years in the future, if not less. So we'll see what it's like when the game comes out. They also confirmed that multiplayer is coming back and that the game is going to be like bigger and better, and that they're going to bring more enemies, and the combat is going to be changed just a little bit. That's pretty much granted, and as far as I know, that's pretty much all that has been confirmed. Starting off with predictions, I just want to quickly point out that in the official image, we see a sort of red energy or lightning coming off his left pauldron. I don't know if this means anything, but if it does, it could mean that we're going to be fighting a red-colored enemy, which could be World Eaters. So we'll see. Probably not, as we already had corn-based enemies in the first Space Marine game. And bringing back corn-related enemies for another Space Marine game kind of would feel like a waste, as you can do another faction, like another Chaos faction, like the Death Guard or the Emperor's Children, which I think will probably be the main Chaos force in this game, but we'll see when the game comes out. I also really think we're going to see Guilliman, because, well, we saw Marneus Calgar in Space Marine 2, and Marneus Calgar is the Chapter Master, and the only, area we can go above Chapter Master to reveal, new characters is, for the Ultramarines, the only, area we can go is we can see Guilliman, and we already saw the Chapter Master, so if we're gonna introduce characters higher than the Chapter Master, we're gonna see Guilliman, and I pretty much guarantee it, the story will somewhat revolve around Guilliman, or have something to do with Guilliman, so we'll see. Now, in terms of the Xenos faction, I think the one we all really want is
the Necron tier.
The Necrons are full stop the coolest Xenos faction, and I'd argue that they're in the top 2 coolest factions, period. And I 100% think they're going to be in the game, and I can explain why. Not even talking about the lore, I can explain why. First of all, they're probably going to sell the game the best. Versus Tau, Eldari, Drukhari, Genestealers, I think that visually, the Necrons will just give off that, sheer cool factor, because they just they have, a really creepy skeleton look to them, and they also have a green, technological, look to them, which would 100% sell the game best, especially to people who don't know anything about Warhammer, because they just look that cool. So, visually, I think they're going to sell the game the best. And lore-wise, I think they're also going to be in the game, because we're just coming off the Tyranids. And the Tyranids are probably the strongest Xenos faction if it wasn't for the Necrons, because of how well the Necrons counter them. And because of that, I think we're going to have the Necrons, because they're stronger than the Tyranids, and they said that they want to raise the stakes in this game, so I think the only way they could do that is by giving us a stronger Xenos faction. So that's why I think the Necrons will be in the game. And I have one more thing I want to talk about. It's not really a prediction, as it is a hope for the game, but I really hope that we see Malum Cato in the game. I know I'm just saying that because I'm a Bolt Gun fanboy, and I'm also a hardcore Malum Cato fanboy. I fucking love Malum Cato, and I only want him in the game because I fucking love him. But I don't know, it would be cool if he was in the game, outside of my love for him. It'd be cool if he was just in the game, you know what I mean? Because he's fucking overpowered, and it would be cool to just see him take down the fucking greater demon of Slanesh or Tzeentch or whoever's gonna be in the game all by himself. It would just be cool, you know? It would just be cool to see. And that's all she wrote. I know we're still a good few years away from the game even getting revealed, like a proper gameplay reveal, but I don't know. I thought I'd just make this video, give a few predictions, give a few hopes, and, you know, just, you know, be on my way. So, yeah, that's all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.